One woman, I think she was at like 900 or something.
So I was wondering.
Some phrases that men hate to hear. Yours is the perfect size. The big ones hurt.
Yeah, what up, good people? Welcome to another episode of the Strategically Reckless Podcast. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka your favorite foster dad, aka Mr. 710. And I am glad that you are joining us once again. Look, Mailman Moby gonna be a little bit late today. Man, I feel like I got something in my beard, but it ain't nothing but gray hair. But yeah, Moby gonna be a little bit late today, but it's all good. We already glad he reached out and let me know. Look, the mail never stops. The mail never stops. But look, while we wait on him, man, we got a dope show planned for y'all today. We want to say thank everybody for tuning in. Whether you're listening via Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or wherever it is that you're getting your podcast, we appreciate you for tuning in and listening. Yeah! Look, on today's show, listen, I'm going to be talking about cheating. We're going to talk about a little bit of this NBA. We're going to talk about some Diddy Case as well. I mean, we got a lot of stuff planned for you today. But you know what? Before I get going, and you know what, this ain't even no personal shot at Moby, because he just happened to be late today, but he told me. And he told me. And so, I'm not tripping. But I watched somebody who is usually on time. On time for everything. Like my wife is always on time. She always, most of the time, 98% on time. Early. Like she one of those, you want to be there early so she can be on time type. And I get it. Me on the other hand, I leave with enough time to get there on time. 5-10 minutes. All right, cool. But I don't like all that waiting. Like I don't like all that waiting. All that waiting around for the thing to start. Like if I'm going to a show and it starts at 7, if I'm not ordering food at the show, I just assume be there at 6:55. Get my seat. Like I ain't gotta worry about parking. Like it's not in that way. I get my seat, go sit down. Time for the show to start. Boom. Now if we doing food and all this other stuff, we gotta order food. I get it, getting there, 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes early to get your food order. Boom. They can have your food on the way out by the time the show gets started good. Like, I get it. But I watched my wife struggle with her little friends this weekend, deal with people being late, being slow. And when I tell you, it was cool for me because she wasn't waiting on me. None of this weekend was about me. It was all about her and her friends. And with them kind of slow poking around, it was a little bachelorette get together weekend, and they were slow. All of them were slow. My wife was ready, and she looking upside their head like, we gotta go. We got to go. Cuz, what up? Shout out to Charmaine. She said she hate being late. Look, when she was rushing them, I was playing around rushing them too. Like, hey, y'all, let's go. Y'all taking too long. It never works when a dude says it. It usually just infuriates the crowd. It never works when I say it. Look, I'm sitting down there like, hey, y'all need to hurry this up. Speed it up. But they taking a sweet time. Sweet time. And because he wasn't waiting on me, I'm sitting back here entertained like a mug. Now, when it's me, you waiting on me, and I'm trying to get ready, but time is going faster when I'm late than when she late. Look, time be going real fast when I'm behind. Like I gotta take a shower because I'm one of those people. I don't like going nowhere when I'm not fresh. I don't do the fun. I don't like being funky in public. I gotta have a reason to be funky. Like I can't be on my way to a destination funky. Like I would not do well. I don't do well in those circumstances. Like I can't show up funky. Now if I was clean and then funky, and then I just happen to have to stop somewhere, all right, well I just left. I just left. Like it just kinda is what it is. Like, all right, I'll take a shower before going to the gym. And then if I'm funky at the gym, then I'm just funky at the gym. All right, it just happened. If I got to stop somewhere on the way home, my bad to everybody who I offended. But I just left the gym. You see all this sweat. But what you can't do, like I bowl every week. There's people that showed up to the bowling alley like they just got the hooping. And they be fresh off the workout. Fresh off of work, fresh off that all day. Like I know for me, like 24, like I can't go longer than 24 hours without taking a shower. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little spicy. My problem is when I take a shower, if I'm rushing to be, and I'm about to be late, pores be all open, back be all misty, because my showers be hot. I be sweaty by the time I get in the car. Now I'm not comfortable no more. But I like being fresh. I like being fresh. I'll be on time so I can leave early. Hey, look, certain parties, certain parties, it's one of those things where, hey, you want to be on time. You want to leave early. I would not talk about Julian Brown in that way. Julian Brown is not one of those people that be funky. They just go ahead for the record. He he cares about if you ever been to his house or you ever been around him in a situation where funk is not part of the program. They ain't gonna be funky. They ain't gonna be funky. You talking about going to hoop and whatnot. You talk about a situation where you're not hooping, you have no reason to show up not fresh. I don't care what you're doing. You have no reason to show up not fresh. You had a family reunion, you done stayed up out all night, and you could get ready to come down for breakfast in the morning. You left the shower in your room. You should have took a shower first. You should not be coming downstairs funky from the night before if you got a shower in your room. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like that, like right now, and I'm one of those people that's on time because I procrastinate and I be trying to do everything that I can do in the amount of time that I have. So I understand what that looks like. But I don't like people that's just late because they just bad with time. Like just being bad with time or just being late because you inconsiderate. Those people make me mad. Those people make me really upset. Jesse Banks is going to be in Indy the same time with it. I'm going to see him. You should come if you're going to be on time. You know what? I'm not even going to make this reunion. I wish I was. I wish I was making this reunion. I'm not going to make this one. We're going to be at a wedding. Same wedding with these late ass people that she was hanging out with this weekend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel some kind of way because we're gonna miss it. Because we've had, I'll be 45 this year. We've had 47 reunions. I've made 42 of them. 42 or 43. I got a good record going. Oh, we got mailman with no hat. What up? What up, mailman? Or not? Let's see. You don't even like those people getting married. You know what? One of them got a fake accent. I don't know the dude, but the lady got a fake accent. There you go. What up, though?
What up? What up? My fault. I pushed something. I don't know what I pushed.
And you hit remove from the feed.
Man, my bad. My bad. What's going on with you, man?
Man, not much. Just talking about people being late, and then
And I'm right on time for that day. You could have set that up any better.
I was talking about it. I was talking about it, and like Naya's friends was coming over and came over for their little bachelorette situation, and they were late going everywhere they was going, and so it was cool for me because I wasn't the one that everybody was waiting on.
Okay.
I wasn't the one that everybody was waiting on, but then it made me think about other stuff and other people that be late. Like you got to be late because you got to take a shower. All right, don't show up funky just for time purposes. Like take a shower and be late. I get it, but I bowled with this lady who was late, and she was late because she was sitting in the parking lot. Like she would get there before Julian did, like 30 minutes early, and still be late getting in. I'm like, you know what? That's out of pocket. That's out of pocket. We don't like those things, but because Naya is the matron of honor, I'm gonna miss this year's family reunion.
Uh-oh.
Talking about. But it's all good. It's a friend with a fake accent. She's not even. Yeah.
What accent does she try to have?
What, bro? Let me tell you, man. So she did this interview at the crib, right? Now, when she on this interview, she was like, "Hi, yes, I did this, and I went here, and I served with these people, and I did. Oh, we did a wonderful job, and I really won this case, and I did this, and I did that, and oh my gosh!" And then when she calls and talks to some of her people from home, she turned into Miss Cleo. Don't you know? We come down here, my boy, and we went over there, and I said the bomber claw to you, and we ate the food like this. And I'm like, hold on, whoa. No. One of those ain't real. One of them ain't real. She
Man,
said,
I had a coworker that could do that though, man. She would do that. She just regular talk with us, but then she give her family, her Jamaican accent kicks in, and it's funny because like I mean it just kicks in as soon as the family come in, and you can just hear it. Like it's kind of cool, but I get what you're saying though. It's
you
like
know
which
what?
one is it?
Hey, so it was one of those things where you ever been around somebody who speaks Spanish, like Spanish is their first language, and then when
Yeah.
like when they Spanish friends come around, when the Hispanic friends come around, they start speaking Spanish, and then when they talk to you, then it's like, oh yeah, hey Moby, you like, wait a minute, hold up, why you? Do they speak English? What's it not getting ready to do? Hey,
You
I
don't
had
want
a
the back and
conversation,
forth.
man. Over in Korea, I had a conversation with this dude because I didn't speak no Korean, and at the time, I knew dude spoke English. I didn't know who he was speaking to. If they spoke English, but I would have responded to him. The other guy will respond as well. So I'm like, hey, Grant, does he speak English? And he was like, yeah. So y'all both speak English, and I'm here. English need to be spoken. Because now I'm going to feel like y'all talking shit. I'm not being rude.
you
If I understood enough Korean, we can all just speak Korean. That's fine.
you worried about them talking about you?
I don't like not knowing what's going on. Like you talking your real accent. Like if you gonna talk Korean to him, speak it to me. So I'd be like, I don't know. I have no idea. But for her, well, I don't know why she don't talk that Virgin Island stuff while she on interviews. She don't do it in the courtroom. Oh, she was Tina King. Like, no.
That's not who I met.
No, I don't think you met her. You would have remembered somebody with a fake accent.
No, I'm saying that's what you said. You when she start
Oh,
talking different, you like that's not the one I met.
oh yeah, no. Yeah, we already know. Like, this ain't real. They be out here, she be trying to drop off that accent in the club and whatnot. Like, no, we know you from, we know you from Memphis. Like, let's not do this.
I ain't in mine. I ain't in mine.
Hey, but yeah, man, they was late, and I met a girl today who said she take 3 showers at one time. I was like, that is amazing.
Man, you almost had me when you said she take nine. I said, well, nine what?
Hey, y'all.
Slow down, man. Slow down. Calm down, Slick. Calm down. She take 3 showers.
Yeah, like back to back to back. Yeah, like
Wait,
yeah, like in the same water session, she take 3 showers. I was like, see, that's why you late. That's right. That right there.
how do you do that?
She, I, I
So she shower,
watch my
rinse, then
body.
shower, rinse, shower, rinse.
Yeah,
I mean, lather and rinse, lather, rinse, lather, rinse.
yep, yep.
Man, that's
She
a
do it
big
all the time.
waste.
She do it all the time. She's like, she don't feel like she clean. And I'm like, well, you clean. I was like, you was probably clean after the first time, unless you ain't do a good job. But if you done a bad job 3 times, then you was real dirty. Like I
I
don't think
forgot
I've
what they say
ever.
about showering though. I forgot. It's like something they tell you you're not supposed to shower as so many. I don't know what it is. I forgot. If I would have known, I would look it up. But it's like a certain hygiene thing. The way your body's natural, it washes away the natural oils and stuff like that that you're supposed to have.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say, look, I've taken about 3 showers in the same day. Look, the days I was, wake up and work out, shower. If I went all day and did something, if I did went all day and had some company, another shower.
Yeah,
Post company, shower.
I get
Post
it.
company, shower. Like my wife when me and my wife met, I was religious two showers a day at minimum.
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah.
Like dudes can't be going a day and a half without no shower. I was talking about a dude that was musty earlier today. Like you done made 38 hours without a shower. You spicy.
Man, look, I was like this. If somebody was like that at Walmart, man. It was yesterday. Man, I walked by that fruit and vegetable. I thought it was. I was like, man, something riding over here. And I walked by that, walked by again. It was the same person. I said, man, that's you, bro.
Hey, 8x11s is crazy. Hey, you know what? But when you walk past somebody and you have to check yourself first just to make sure, like, damn, I know I ain't ripe like this. And then
Yeah,
then you look at it, you be wondering, like, how come you didn't know that was you?
yeah.
Or did you?
I, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I
done
got
been
it.
there. Somebody's breath messed up. You better. Is that me? No, that ain't me.
Hey, well, I was at the airport and I got in one of the little body scan things right behind
Mm,
somebody who was real musty. They left that funk
mm-mm.
in the body scan, and I was just like, "Hey, hold on, just so y'all know, this ain't me." I, I smelled it when I got in here too.
You
Like,
gotta make sure people know it ain't you. That's just like when you go to the bathroom or coming out the bathroom and
oh man,
somebody else coming in there. You immediately be like, nah, that wasn't me.
what up, Auntie? What's happening? And I did that when I left this bathroom in Greenville, Mississippi, when we was coming back from Baton Rouge, and man, the bathroom was so funky. It was so funky. Like they had pee, they had pee air freshener, and it was just musty pee. Like everybody had been drinking Old English and peeing on the floor. And so
Mm-mm.
when I when I left. When I left, it was a dude getting ready to walk in there, and I was like, "Wasn't me. That was not me. You might want to hold your breath."
Yeah, I make sure people know that wasn't me.
What? It was not me. You almost wasn't no poopery or no air freshener was gonna fix that. They needed to open the door and turn the fan on in there like that. It was no fixing that with just air freshener. Not even one of the little fanny pads. I'm not taking air freshener to pilot bathrooms. They just got to deal with it. Like it was just them.
Take an
Now,
air freshener with you.
yeah, no, I ain't doing that. Not at a pilot. Not at a pilot or a flying J. I'm not. At a hotel, I would. At a hotel, you do. Absolutely, absolutely. But look, hey, man, did you see? I don't know how much WNBA you watch, but you know that the season started yesterday.
The what?
The WNBA season.
Oh, yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky played against the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark. And
Yeah,
the Fever way better than the Sky right now. And
way
they beat
better.
they beat the brakes off of the Sky. But there was a foul in there that everybody was talking about.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna say it was overly egregious. I do know I do know certain fouls from certain people feel different. I don't care how light or how
yeah,
rough it was. If 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 fam out here, if you get fouled by the dude that you know is a hack, then that foul is always gonna feel way more aggressive than a regular foul from somebody that you're cool with.
you're right.
Angel Reese was like, "Hey, this is a foul from a hack." Like, you, this is a
She
get back.
said they got it right. She said the ref got it right.
Hey man, I don't know why every interaction between these two got to be so much bigger than what it was. Like,
Well, because of that LSU season, that season that LSU played them, and when LSU beat them, it was on from then. After that, it was on. Cause I mean, and the main thing we all know it. Ain't no need to sugarcoat it. We all know what it is. It's a black and white thing. We all know exactly what it is. You got your black girl with the attitude. or with the so-called attitude, because some people call it attitude, some people just call it passion, and then you got the white girl that comes in that's not normal, that's not usually, you either have the white girl coming in and being the superstar in a league like that, that's and mostly dominated by black people. So once you get that going, and then you get her coming in, and she then took the league by storm. Now it's this. I mean, because you can look at the comments on every show, every thing. You can look at the comments and you'll see who's going back and forth with each other, and you'll even see someone say this white girl or this black girl, and they'll call her ghetto and all. So we all know what it is. It ain't, it's no surprise.
Do you? There was a time in which fouls like that did not make the highlight reels. It damn sure wouldn't have made like social media. And now,
Oh yeah,
a it wasn't even. That didn't even feel like, to me. It didn't even feel like anything that was a major league foul in that way. Like, I done played plenty of basketball in which, all right, somebody fouled me, and it's like, all right, chill, cuz. Like, other than that,
yeah,
the fouls, the MJ era fouls, the 1980s fouls, all of them. If it was social media back then, like,
yeah,
we we've been desensitized to those type of fouls. Like, we don't overreact to those type of fouls. We not like, oh my God, look, can you believe it? He threw
yeah.
Angel Reese to the ground. We like, hey, get up, shoot your free throws. Go, Angel Reese. We know you're gonna miss one. We we ain't tripping. We ain't tripping. But we know soon as you react like, I want to fight her, this whole thing is gonna go. This whole thing is gonna go south, and it's not gonna even. They're not even going. They're gonna point out all the other stuff. They like, look, well, Angel Reese pushed the other girl in the back when she got the rebound, and
Yeah.
they. I was like, but yeah, all right. So was Kaylin? Are you saying Kaylin Clark sticking up for her teammate, or are you just saying that she just made a basketball play right there? Because then it's all right, but then you turn around and every time Angel Reese reacts to anything, she, like Carla said, she got an attitude, and Kaylin
Hmm.
got passion, and
That's the way it's
that's
always been. They always say that.
mm-hmm, all day, all day.
But I will
All,
say this though. When I first saw the foul, they didn't show what happened before. So when they showed it on TV, they just saw her, hack or going down on with the arm real hard. And at first, I was saying to myself, because me being a smaller guy, I know how it is when the big dude get in and coming in. You can't. It's not just going. You ain't gonna jump up there with him. So you try to hack it down or knock the ball down. So I saw it as that at first, and then I saw her kind of hit it, how she hit her. I was like, okay, that was a little rough, a little rough. But then when they showed the play over again, the next time I saw it, they showed Angel Reese push her teammate, push her. I mean, like push her. It wasn't like just a little bump and then try to get the rebound. She actually pushed her. She pushed her, and then she got the rebound. And then when they showed the clip again, they showed Caitlin look over at the ref like, and she didn't. She just did it real quick. She was like, and then she saw her getting ready to go in. That's when she hacked her down. So that's when I saw that, I was like, okay, I can see her kind of taking up for her teammate when she done that. Because when she, like I said, if you see the whole clip again, you'll see Angel just straight up push her. She pushed the girl and then got the rebound, and then Caitlin did like that, and then saw the ref didn't say nothing, so she just went ah. So she's saying it's a take foul, but it was kind of like a revenge foul.
like, yeah, I can't just let this ride. If y'all not gonna call this, like, in the game tomorrow, in the game on Wednesday, we'll see. There will be a foul call on somebody pushing somebody else in the back to get a
Yeah,
rebound. It happens all the time. No
yeah,
big deal, but it happens. Two hands in the back, boom,
yeah.
and it's one of those things. All right, it happens, but it's usually called. And because it wasn't
Hmm.
called, it allowed for the Caitlyn foul to happen. But I
Yeah,
feel like all of these folks, it's an overreaction to it. But it's one of those things where I don't. If people gonna hate to admit it, but hey, I'm still an Asia Wilson fan first and foremost. But ain't no denying
hmm
what Caitlin Clark is doing, and when ain't no denying what she's doing. They gonna push this as long as they can. And as aggressively as they can. They want this Caitlin Clark thing to happen in the work. And however it is that they can make it happen and work, oh, they even at the expense of Angel Reese, it's gonna happen. Like
yeah,
this ain't no real rivalry. I don't see it as no real rivalry because Chicago can't beat them. Like,
yeah. That's true. Nah,
like
this ain't college no more. This ain't
can't
college
beat
no
them.
more.
Yeah,
But see, I'm sitting up here reading what Carla said. But see that right there, what Carla's saying is the reason that we have what we have in this whole rivalry thing with like one side. If you with one person, you're gonna find everything that you can to take up for that person's action. And that's on both sides. This ain't just but looking at what she's saying, she talking about somebody else and saying that she pushed her the whole game. Like this didn't have nothing to do with what inspired at that moment. Now the whole game, because what happened was between Caitlyn and Angel. It didn't happen between the girl that Angel pushed. Because the girl Angel pushed, she didn't get up and try to come at Angel. But is between Caitlyn and Angel because of what they have. And like I said, just reading on what she's saying, she's saying it like she's trying to make it a whole story about like what the girl did to Angel the whole game, but it wasn't between the girl and Angel. It was between Caitlyn and Angel. So that's what I'm talking about. Like how people when you for one side, you'll make all the excuses in the world for that side, and that go like I said, that goes both ways. It don't matter if it's Caitlyn, it don't matter if it's Angel. Both ways are gonna make an excuse for one side, as many excuses
I'm,
as they can.
I'm gonna say this: they are so glad that this that it happened between these two. Just for the simple fact that, hey, I got my biggest star, one of my biggest stars. Hey, Kayla, something happened with Kayla. Y'all see how they trying to bully her?
Yeah,
Like, it's one of those things where even if, even if, like when Caitlyn does stuff, because she do it and hit y'all with that walk off, like she hit folks with the walk off, and it'd be like, I don't even know why they mad. You're like, yeah, we do know. You're
yeah,
not like we know what this is. Like if you done hoop before, you know what it looked like to put a little stank on it. If
oh yeah,
you want to foul somebody. Like I know that I have fouled the shit out of some people before. Like, and it was on some get back type stuff. Like, hey, oh yeah, oh you said these dirty screens. I bet. Like, dude, I don't know if I told y'all this story about when I was hooping at LA Fitness on Piedmont. R. Kelly and his people came in there, and they were paying people just to stay on the court. And my team got on. We was playing against a team, and there was a dude on this team. I was guarding R. Kelly, and this dude. It felt like this dude's only job was to make sure that R. Kelly got open. So fan was setting hockey check picks on me and whatnot. I'm like, hey, this ain't even basketball, dog. Like, all right, you got one more time, man, before I start to retaliate because you I'm from up there too. I know what the get down look like. Either we gonna hoop or we gonna do something else. But
we gonna
what we
squabble.
not getting ready to do, right? Hey, fam came and tried to set one of these little extra aggressive screens, and I punched dude in the nuts, like, bah! Right in the balls. And fam was like, hey, man, come on, man, that's a bull. I was like, oh, the screens you've been setting has been some bull. Like, hey, I know how to make you stop. I know how to make you stop. I am willing. Like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, but what you're not getting ready to do is be out here. I'm not going to get my vertebrae wrecked because
Yeah.
you out here, you got a job to do. To hell with that. I put a fan right in the balls. I ain't give a shit. Like that's gonna happen. I don't even. It's gonna happen.
That's cold. That's cold blooded.
Yeah, man. Dude, so like R. Kelly was like, "Hey, man, you need to just relax, man. He cool, man. Yeah." I was like, "No, you know them screens was some bullshit. Like I don't know what you told him in the band, but this ain't it. We not
He's
doing
trying
this."
to get him open.
Hey, that's wild. Hey, yo. Speaking of wild. I want to go ahead and say 1, 2, 3 Cancun for Golden State. One,
Mm.
two, three Cancun for Denver. 1, 2, 3 Cancun for Boston. And 1, 2, 3 Cancun for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Damn.
Man, you wrong for that one. They kind of rough, man. So now we gonna see a new champion for the first time. It ain't, and the team that's in there ain't even. Let me see who's in. It's not even the usual suspect.
It's been a new champion the last 6 years. It's
No,
been
I'm talking
different.
about I'm talking about new
Yeah,
for the first time. I'm talking about new
yeah,
for the very first time.
yeah. It's been different champions the last 6 years. We ain't had a repeat
Jokic.
champion.
No, but they've had a championship before,
And
right?
in their history, yeah. But so has the Knicks in their history.
No, I was talking about my bad. I was talking about the people, the person,
Oh, yeah, all of them
like
first.
like
All of
the
them the first
leaders of
time.
the yeah
Hey,
the leaders like the Ant Man, the Shea Alexander, all them.
hey, why you naming those people? There's 5 All-Stars on the 4 teams. Can you name all 5 of them?
Ant Man,
Okay, that's
Shea
one. Okay, that's
Shea
two.
Alexander.
Uh huh.
Um, yeah, I gotta think who's on.
This
Brunson.
OK Brunson, OKC, Minnesota, Indiana, New York.
Did Halliburton was he there? Yeah, Halliburton.
Halliburton was not an All-Star this year.
Wasn't he? You sure?
He,
Wasn't
was
he
on
the
team.
reserve?
He was on Team USA. He was not an All-Star this year.
Oh, Team USA. My bad. Um, yeah, Cat. Yeah,
Carl Anthony Towns, that's a good save by Carla. But and there's one more. The only reason why I bring this up, you won't think of it. It is bad. How this whole thing played out is bad.
is it Williams?
You know what? Good job. Jalen Williams, yes.
Okay. Cause that boy
Jalen
been
Williams.
balling.
It is bad. You think about the All-Stars that was left off, and it was only like 5 of them anyway. When you talk about Steph, they got put out last round. Joker put out last round. Tatum Brown and Derek White put out last round.
Derek
Donovan
White was one.
Mitchell. Yeah, man.
Mm,
Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen.
mm.
Damn. Hey, man. This is gonna be an ugly final.
I think I like this one though. At first, I was saying no, but I think I like it, man.
You would.
Man, these gonna be some. These gonna be some. These games gonna be some straight up knockdown drag outs, man. Especially that New York and um is it Pacers or is it who New York playing?
New York playing the Pacers. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. New York and Pacers. That's gonna be old school Reggie Miller and John Stark type stuff.
Yeah, in the 90s, that was cool. Derek White is not a superstar. Derek White was also on the Team USA, and he made the All-Star game.
Yeah, because Derek White made it over Brown, and everybody was like, "What?"
Bam! That happened. That happened. Man, it's so ugly. I think the best case scenario is that they get Anthony Edwards and New York in the finals. I feel like that's best
That's what
case
I like to
scenario.
see. But don't.
I feel,
I'm telling you, Slick. Don't sleep on this New York and this Pacers, man. Don't sleep on this one, man. I'm telling you, just trust me,
who you taking in that series?
man. It's gonna be. I would rather take New York, but I mean, either one. It don't matter. But tell you, man, don't sleep on that one. Just trust me on this one.
Uh,
Them Pacers, man. They playing team ball. New York, they playing like they hungry, boy. Them boys hungry. Just trust me on this one, Slick. I'm telling you.
I hope New York win, just so I can get New York, Minnesota. You know what?
So you confident Minnesota gonna win?
No, no. And
But that's what you would like.
I would say this: if OKC was playing against Golden State, I don't think that they would beat them. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that they would beat Golden State. They beat Denver, but I don't think OKC would have beat a fully healthy Boston. But they at home. They 1, 2, 3
Mm.
Cancun. See, faces of
Well,
OKC just scoring.
OKC nice though, man. OKC nice.
They got a good
They
team.
they they play that team ball too, man.
You like team
I
basketball.
love team ball, man. I love when everybody know they role.
Shout out to you for that.
I
I'm
love when everybody know they role.
I'm a
I done
hater.
seen too many times where people come in and be like, they got this one dude that's shooting everything, he can ball. But then when you go down there to the conference or the championship, and then you play the team full of boys that's running like an old machine. Man, come on, man. Them boys making all the right passes, they running all the cuts, busting all the screens,
Hey,
double screening.
but the cheat code is to have the guy. That's the cheat code. Is to have the guy. You gotta have a guy. That's the cheat code.
No, man.
You got the
I
guy.
don't know.
You got the
You
guy.
think about I don't know, man. Think about them championships, man. The ones that were really, really good. Them guys knew their role, man. It wasn't just one dude just showing out.
I feel like you gotta have a big. You gotta have a big joker. If you got the big joker in the series, but that can't be your only card. That can't be your only hand. That can't be your best card. Your only card. I agree that you still gotta have some pieces around you. You still need some jacks and some tens, but it can't, you can't like you can't just go to war with a whole bunch of you can't
What
go to
up,
war with
Dan?
a whole bunch of yeah. What up? What up, Darren? Hey, you know what? Before we get out of here, let's go ahead and dig into Mailman's mailbag.
Man, we gonna do this. We're gonna roll off of something you mentioned a couple weeks ago about cheat qualifications. What qualifies as being okay to cheat or give you grounds to cheat? I guess.
Hey, you know what? Uh, how many? So I was always wondering about what was the. I know all cheat qualifications are should be agreed upon based on the relationship,
Hmm.
but I also feel like some of this stuff. I feel like some of this stuff. Hey, yo, it should be some of this stuff should be qualified because I know
Tread lightly. Tread lightly.
dudes and ladies don't count the same. They don't count the same.
Dude, what?
Dudes and ladies do not count the same. Like our math and women's math are different,
Hmm.
and so that's that. I'm gonna start there. Like our math is different,
Okay.
and so what I all right. So what if we want to qualify what actually counts as a cheat? Because there are certain things that I know will qualify as a cheat for a dude that ladies would be like,
No, dude, no, man. Oh, that's hilarious, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. You
"Hey,
can't make this stuff up.
oh, that's my bad. That's my bad. Dudes and women count different. You already, Darren. You know what? Just because I'm looking at a Shogun shirt that got some silver and some gold on it, so should be all right after this one. I promise, should be all right. Should be all right. But look,
Now,
so
when you put that down there, are you saying like what you do that is a cheat, or are you saying what is the qualification that will be like? Now, when I say this, everybody, I want y'all to understand. I'm not promoting you cheating. I'm not. I'm just saying in hypothetical or whatever you want to call it, but just if it was a qualification to be able to cheat or a reason to cheat. That's what I'm saying it from.
oh,
So
okay.
is that how you reading it, or are you reading it? How are you coming with it?
No, because you know what? I feel like there's all right. So we'll use both topics, right? And so with one, I look at if my wife was out here giving hugs and with her elbow, she could touch her elbow.
Hmm.
That that's like a half cheat hug right there. That is a half cheat hug. Like, what are we doing?
That's
That
true.
because if you can touch your other elbow, that's way too much breast up in there. There's way too much
That was
breast
my
to
number
check.
one line. What you just said. That was the first one I wrote down. Is a church hug. You
Yeah.
got to give a church hug.
Hey, when you give that much breast to chest action, I almost feel like a dude can still be able to pick a girl up. Like, at that point, at that point, that's a pickup. Like that's a pickup. That's real out of pocket for stuff like that to take place. Uh,
If a man feed you cherries, we're gonna go back to that. That's a cheat, man. That's a cheat.
hey, a dude is cheating if he's taking pictures with a girl hunched over, but and he behind her getting his hump on. Like
That's a
that
cheat.
is the cheat. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you this: if you got a picture of yourself in your phone and a girl is bent over in front of you, and y'all taking a picture, you done hit it already. That counts.
Yeah, but that's
Don't. Hey,
she
I'm
ain't
gonna
pay
tell you.
$1,000.
I'm gonna tell you, Moby. Don't worry about it. She gonna get her lick back.
Call it a hug is a cheat. You don't understand. See, y'all. See, that's the thing. Women don't understand how a hug, what a hug does to a man. Because see, when we feel this, when we feel these on us, it's another dimension right here. It goes here. It don't. It's not like when I walk up and give Slick a handshake and tap him up and my chest touch his chest. It don't feel nothing. It just we don't even thinking about that. But when you as a lady put this on me, it goes here.
Look, if it's just one, it don't go there. But when you get both of them, then it go there. When you get both breasts, both of them, capital
Hey,
B, capital O, capital A, capital L,
both,
both of them. Hey,
both.
dude's thinking, all right. And look, hey, blow. You need to be aware of them dudes that's hitting you with the slick trick on the way out. On the way out, if they getting that,
Oh yeah, that side rub.
I'm
They
a
get
hater.
they pull that right there. Be careful. Or if they walk up and try to, yeah, you gotta be careful because see, this one of my moves. When you walk up and not open like this, you walk up and slide up under there. When you slide up under there, because see, that's when you get that little rub right there, then you get that arm, and then you put it up under there, and ah, ah. Now, see, if you walk up and do like this and I open all the way up, then it's different. But if I come here and I, yeah, here we go.
You said that this one is a lot more innocent than
Yeah, that's a whole
than
lot more innocent. Yeah,
you
but
get it.
if I come in right up under that cup, just yeah, I'm in
Hey
there.
look, hey Mel man, look. I wonder. So there's a little bit. I almost feel like on the half jealous side of the game. If your woman laughs too much during like FaceTime meetings and stuff like that,
Man,
oh, oh,
man.
oh.
Like ain't nobody that funny. If I ain't that funny, ain't nobody else that funny.
Hey,
We ain't
you
at a
know
comedy
what?
show.
Who in your meeting? Richard Pryor?
Yeah, we ain't at no comedy show.
Kevin Hart, and you work with Kevin Hart. So that's who y'all meet. Dave Chappelle is who y'all meet. Cause the damn show didn't sound like Dave Chappelle to me.
Nigga, we ain't what you at Def Comedy Jam. This ain't Def Comedy Jam.
Be laughing big. And you know what? You know what make it even worse? What make it even worse is what make it even worse is if y'all into it. If you and your girl into it, them meetings gonna be funny as shit. She gonna be like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Woo! You so
She
funny,
wants
Richard."
she wants you to think you ain't messing up nothing here. I'm still having fun. I'm still laughing.
Hey, look,
Oh, and
what you
if they what
mean?
you call it? If they be liking too many pictures of other dudes' pictures on Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, they liking all these pictures. It's like, okay, now you doing too much. There's a reason you like four of his pictures in a row, and it ain't just because y'all homies.
Hey, Mel, man, listen. She be showing me videos of this dude, the real Tarzan. Like, a fan be all in the woods and in the jungle out here holding snakes and catching lions and shit like that. And I'm like, this ain't the fourth video you done showed me of this thing. I'm not doing that. Like,
like, like this ain't
dude,
doing nothing for me. What makes you think I like this?
like I don't give a damn about no snake. You know, I don't even like birds. Like, what you thought? Like, I don't like birds. I don't like all this extra rights that the birds that can't fly, that don't fly that good, that they get. Like, so you just can't run over doves and shit because they walking across the street real slow. Like, you gonna get a $2,000 fine for that. But I get run over in New York. It's just a misdemeanor because I was jaywalking. Like, the hell with that. The hell with that.
You don't be sending me no Tarzan.
Look, you're sending me some damn Tarzan, the real Tarzan. Like, look, he just got bit by a snake. Did he die? I ain't, I ain't see that. Like, did he beat up a shark? He ain't beating up
Man,
no shark. You ain't got to send me that shit.
look, I'm gonna give you another one. What you call it? That this is what one of the things I consider is a qualification that you, if you cheated, some people will understand is if she or he stopped doing the things that they used to do when they first got you. Like if you were with somebody in the grounds of being with that person, y'all was talking and she always talked about, well, I like to cook. I cook all the time. I like to cook for my man all the time. And as the years go on, now you might get a cooked meal, maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. And now it's like, hold up now. This ain't this ain't the grounds that I agreed upon. When we first started talking, you telling me how you like to cook all the time, how you gonna cook for me, and or how you gonna do this to me in the bed, and now it's like, damn, I'm only getting sex once every 3 months, once every 6 months. Some people, and you expect me to stay here and be like, it's okay, it's okay. That ain't how it works. That's not how it works. You can't do that. It's just like, you just can't do that. That's like me trying to sell you something, and then once I sold it to you, it don't do what I sold it to you for. Now it's like, hey, yo, I want my refund, player. I want my refund. I didn't buy this car. I bought this car on the grounds that it was gonna drive itself, it was gonna park itself, and it ain't doing it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, mommy. Listen, all the ladies was listening to that like, hold up.
Listen, that's part of the reason why I can't get married, man. Because I'm that type. Listen, if I there's one reason I get married, is because first reason is because I love you, but the reason I get married so I don't have to look for nothing else
Oh,
outside.
oh,
When I chose to marry this person, which like I said, which is why I can't. It'd be hard for me to get married. If I chose this one person, I don't want to have to look nowhere else to get the things that I want. And I understand, like with the sex and stuff, I understand we don't always feel like it. Everybody ain't gonna always feel like it. It's just the way it is. But big majority of the time, I shouldn't have to be begging. I shouldn't be have to. Every time you do it, it's like, all right, go ahead, all right, go ahead. It's like, come on, okay. See, I'm just saying, I'm just saying my point of view. That's why I can't get married. That's why it's hard for me to do it because I've seen it too many times from different people. I've seen it too many times, man. I've been around too many married people that then talk to me about their problem, and all of them seem like it's always the same stuff. Because I'm a good
oh,
listener.
you, hey, mailman, you know what? Yeah, they saying it in the chat. Like, yeah, you gon' like once you get married, you gonna get some reluctant booty. That's gonna happen. Just
Yeah,
go ahead and
yeah,
let you know. Reluctant booty is in your future if you get married. Like especially if she agrees to the fact that hey, I'm not withholding the booty just to make sure that you don't go somewhere else and get none, then you gonna get some reluctant wolf. Like that's just gonna happen. Like the reluctant wolf to turn around
but majority of
and
the time it shouldn't be like that though, because if I married you and you married me, it shouldn't be like that. Majority of the time, it shouldn't be reluctant.
no, not reluctant. But here's what's gonna happen. You the reluctant wolf is just gonna be enough so that you get yours. Right? Here's the problem. When it's the other way around and you gonna be mad at her and she gonna want some of your reluctant wing. And you you gonna
Reluctant
be
win.
you gonna be mad as shit. You are not gonna wanna look, you gonna be like, she better not roll over here and think that she about to get none. And what's gonna end up happening is you gonna you gonna roll over and you gonna do it to her and you ain't gonna be at your best self. You gonna be mad. You gonna be selfish, and then she gonna be mad at you. She gonna be mad at you. Cause you gonna be like, damn, I probably should have put some effort in that one. Shut your ass up, Darren. Should have put some effort into that one.
Hey, look, and that's fine. Ain't nobody. I ain't saying everybody gonna feel like it all the time. I'm totally okay with that. 'Cause
You,
hey,
you
I
always
understand
gotta
that.
perform. You always gotta perform.
But just
You
know you can't. If you chose to, this is yours. If you chose this, remember that,
look,
because I got in this based on what we thought was gonna be when we first got together.
she gonna expect for you to say I do based on your greatest moment. And the days that you don't reach that, she gonna be like,
Hurry up. But you gotta work in the morning. Hurry up.
oh shoot. Oh, life comes at you fast. It's hilarious. This should be happening so quick. That is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Oh my
life
god,
do change. You right go out there
man.
calling them, but that's why I say that's why I'm having problem with even thinking about marriage, because I'm I've been single for so long that I'm okay with being single. Like if it gets to the point where I'm in a relationship and it's not going a certain way and things and with style, it's like I've been in this single life for a long time, so I jump back out there real quick. Like some people don't do it because it's like some people just can't be alone. They just don't know how to be alone. It's hard for them to be alone. But me, I've done it for so long that soon as some things ain't right, I'm gonna be like, look, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. I was good by myself.
Hey,
Look,
hey, hey, Moby. Darren asked us to change the subject. Uh, so if if you was Cassie's husband, and
if what?
all
Say that again. If I what?
if you was Cassie's husband, and all the stuff that was coming out
Oh,
during the trial was being said, is that a deal breaker for you?
damn, man, them dudes giving her that golden shower, man. That's rough, man. That golden shower throw me off bad. I don't. Well, at this point, it wouldn't because I'm you. He'd already made the commitment. You know, he'd already been in there. I guess he enjoyed it enough now that he put a ring on it. So it's like, now maybe if I was dating her or just started dating her, and then this trial happened, then I'll second guess. What about you?
You know, damn. You know what? There's only I would have to know I would have to know, and I like all right. So she in here, and if I'm being honest right now, every dude that she had been with, any dude that she had been with in the past, was this big, and it only lasted for 4 seconds. Like that's all it lasted. She was disappointed her whole life. Like that's in my mind. I don't give a damn what she says. That it was this big and lasted for 4 seconds. So it
Yeah,
counted. She wasn't
it
a
counted.
virgin. It counted. But damn, some of that stuff you would hate for it to be one of those scenarios when it's like that much stuff. But
You,
at the same time, if you could forgive Cassie for the stuff that she allowed to have happen, then porn stars is not off the table.
but look at it. Look. Check this though. You know when they said he walked out of the courtroom or whatever. You know what I believe it. See, this is my mind. Is that's one of the moments where, like Carla was saying, I mean not Carla, Anaya saying that he already knew all this stuff. But that was probably one of the moments that he found out something that she did that she probably said no to in the bed. Like she probably maybe I'm just making some maybe he ate that maybe he asked to get his booty ate or something. And then she was like, "Nah, I don't do that stuff. I don't do that." And now she at the trial, and then Diddy them got her on there talking about, "Yeah, she ate this dude," but dude probably like he left. That's one of the moments. That's one of the moments that he found out that she did something that she probably said she never done, and he
You
had to
see,
leave.
it's that right there. Soon as you hear, you wouldn't even let me pull out a nut on you, and now you letting escort do
Yep, yep. He
it. Yeah, like that type of stuff. Like soon as like how I just wanted to nut on you. He out here peeing on you. Oh God! Oh,
I mean, you just sitting there accepting it, but we in the shower and I get a little bit on your leg, and now it's a problem.
you like at that point being forced to do something and want to do something are two different things. And
Yeah,
yes.
that's true. That's very true. Yeah, now we
There
ain't
was
making light of being for. We ain't making. Let's make that very clear. We ain't making light of the her being forced to do anything because we don't believe in that one. We ain't
we,
for forcing nobody to do anything.
we don't believe, but for the stuff that she just was okay with, like she was hitting that dude uh on their own time or whatever because
Hmm.
he was the biggest person that she had ever been with. Yeah, dude was out here making love like that's wild. He was like, yeah, she was the most beautiful person I'd ever seen. I was like, yeah.
But see, that goes back to that. That goes back to that fortune and fame that people is for me. It's like a double edged sword, man. It's like I don't like the idea of anybody getting forced to do anything or raped or anything. I'm not with any of that. But at the same time, I hate when they come into these situations to try to get all this money, to get the fame, and they know the situation, but then 15, 20 years later, they want to come out and talk about it. Like if you now, I can understand somebody like the ones that R. Kelly was messing with, this underage and stuff like that. But these folks that's in they 18 and 20 and all that, this of sound mind that knows what's going on, and they jump into these situations because they want this fame, they want this money, and then they accept all of it. Now they done got rich. Now they done got all the fame. People know them, and now 20 years down the line, they want to come out here and say, "Hey, he forced me to do this. He forced me to do that. He forced me." And it's like, so why? I mean, I don't understand. You got the money, and now you want to do it, or what? What? I don't understand why people do that, and I'm not a fan of that.
Man, and you never know why people go through with it in the moment. And
Right.
for a lot of the ladies, they might say that they were scared, or dude was beating on it. And I mean, we saw it, like we saw it.
Hmm.
Like if you ain't feel like you had nobody you could turn to because this dude was the center of your whole world, then yeah, like that would have to be a trash situation to be in. To the point where it's like, all right, now I'm finally clear of it, and now I'm beginning to write a book, like that type of stuff. I think that initial bread that he had to drop off was like, hey, you don't want this book to come out, huh? Oh, well, I was about to write one because I got some stories, and like for a lot of people, you hate for other folks' stories to be based on the stuff that y'all was dealing with, or that y'all was doing, or you going to make some bread off of the the nonsense that I was doing. But at the same
Hmm.
time, it's like you can stop me if I'm lying on you. But dude, that's how that first lawsuit came out.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so like the part that suck is like when you actually do it. The other part is the part that's even worse is when you don't. And it's one of those situations where you thought stuff was cool, and in the moment it was, but it was to you because they didn't let off that it wasn't for them. Like that's the
Hmm.
part where it's like, hey, I thought we was straight. What you doing? And then it wasn't cool this whole time, which kind of how I operated like I did while I was in college. Because I was like, soon as any kind of hesitation on her part, I was out.
Right.
Like it wasn't no, you should have tried harder. I missed out on a whole bunch of wolf because I was like, I didn't try harder. I was like, well, if you want to just give it to me, you would have just gave it to me. Like you could
Hmm.
have just gave it to me, and it wouldn't have been no kind of misunderstandings. But hesitation means no to me, and so if it's that, then it's that. If you just giving it to me, then you just gave it to me, and we was all we was all on the same page with how everything was going down. What's that? This is why they don't come forward with the trash in the media when they do. It doesn't matter if they're right at 10, 15, 20 years later, they get trashed either way. I mean, shit,
No, I'm
not.
not. I wouldn't trash. I wouldn't say trash because I'm with her. I'm actually with Cassie. I'm with her on this. Like, but the thing is, I just don't like the idea that when people, it goes both ways. People get men, the rich. A lot of those rich men get used for the money that they have. Like some of them will come up there. Some of those ladies will try to get what they want out of them, and then when they get it, then later, then they'll come back and say, "Well, I was this and that," and it's like, well, you kind of came into something with you already knew the situation, you knew who he was, and you still stayed there because you wanted this money. So it's not that nobody trashing it, it's just the idea. I don't get why it was okay for so many years, and then now all of a sudden it's like, no, okay. Well, now it's time for me to come out. Now that I got rich, now that I got famous, now it's time for me to come out with it. And it's like that's I don't I don't get that. I don't get that part. But like I said, people being used and forced to do anything. I don't care what. I don't care how long it's been. It still ain't right.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like, so, but like, I don't know. It's just it's weird when you know what some people are all about. Like if somebody got if R. Kelly was out and some ladies got caught up in his web again, it's like, hey, you was looking for that. If Jeffrey Dahmer
Right.
was alive and some more people got eight after all this years, like you was trying to get eight, like that was
Yeah.
your move. Um, and so like yeah, after a while, you gotta understand like, all right, this is how these folks get down. And once you
I mean,
understand the game, you understand the game. It's real simple.
and not just that. At 20 years old, you smart enough to know once you go to some kind of sex party and you like, oh, that's a little weird. I ain't with all that. That's when you know you escape. That's when you say, okay, this ain't for me. And you let them know this ain't for me. But then you just keep going back to it and back to it. It's like, are you enjoying it or are you just? I
But
mean,
son,
cause
it was that means to an end. Like, all right, well, I'm under contract. If I don't do this, they're gonna take the contract. I'm not gonna be able to make my money. I'm not gonna be able to make my music. And you
and
had no
and
idea
that's what I'm saying.
what these
They
folks
know what
holding
I'm
over
saying.
their
They using
head.
them for what they using them for what they can get. Also, they looking to get money. They looking to get sex, and they both using each other for it.
Yeah, it's a it's a it's a cold game, and I hate that it's like it is now because it's less about the talent. I almost feel like when you
Yes,
got all that other stuff involved in it,
yeah, because he
and
wasn't the greatest singer at all. And I like that song. I like that song, that Me and You song. I listen to that song. I still got it on my playlist.
okay, yeah, shout out to that, shout out to that. But look, good people, man, we done kept out here all late and whatnot. Man, we appreciate we was being late anyway, but we
Yeah, yeah,
appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to y'all. If y'all, man, this Memorial Day weekend is next weekend, huh?
yeah. Next Monday. That's right.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know. We'll see what's going on. But we got a bowling tournament this coming up weekend, man. I plan on going out there and crushing them folks. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I gotta get some good
Good luck
scores.
with that. Good luck. Good luck.
Should be my last bowling for the summer, all the way up until September or late August. You know what I'm saying? But look, good people. Until next time,
Yeah.
y'all stay
Appreciate
safe out
y'all.
in the streets.
Peace.